everyone. It's at Adam Kota and at Matthew Sukram here with your Wrasslun Show video extra. Of course, now I can finally say
after
that
like
I'm not lying.
2.5 weeks.
All the build-up.
That's right.
We didn't have anything for you last week, and I'm sorry about that, but we are making it up. This is probably going to be a super long video, as these prediction ones tend to be. But No Mercy is tonight. It's the happiest day of the month for us.
Last week we did have a video for them.
Yeah, but I moved, so I didn't have time to put it all up.
Okay.
So that's what it is. Maybe someday we'll re-release. Tell you what.
That's right.
You want it? Give me some
Pay
money.
us.
Pay us for it. Yeah, that'll help a lot.
Yeah, no
That'll bring the
kidding.
subscribers in. All right, Matt, let's get right to it because, as you know, these videos tend to run a little long in the tooth when it comes to predictions. So let's start off. No Mercy tonight, the kickoff, the first match we're going to see. We just finished talking about them on the podcast. Titus Worldwide being represented by Apollo Crews as he takes on Elias, the artist formerly known as the Drifter, Elias Sampson. Now he's just Elias. Like Fabio.
Like Madonna.
Only needs one
That's
name.
right.
Doesn't need two. Who's your pick in this match and why?
I think Elias is going to win and then get recruited by Titus Worldwide.
That's an interesting idea.
They need a musician. They've got the athlete, now they need a musician.
I like that idea. That's a good one. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go with Apollo Crews, only because they had him win last week on Monday.
Win, yes.
I think they want to build some momentum for Titus Brand. And Elias, I think after he was done with Finn Balor, I don't know if they really have anything going for him. So you and I are split on that one. He's Apollo. I'm picking Elias. Next match on the Intercontinental Championship, The Miz taking on Jason Jordan. I like this match. I think this is a great time for Jason Jordan. We've seen him develop a little bit on Raw as a single star, so he wasn't pushed immediately, which I think was smart on WWE's part. Of course, Miz has the Miztourage, which has added a ton of heat to his character. I think we're going to see a title change tonight. I think that Jason Jordan has got some momentum on his side, and I think they're going to start pushing the Kurt Angle is my daddy storyline a little bit more by having him maybe be a protected champion from his father. So I got to go with Jason Jordan, new champ.
Someone did a prediction video or a rebook it video kind of like that, although it wasn't about the Intercontinental title.
Which you can see on our Facebook page, so check that out.
Very close,
Yes.
very close. Just a couple of tweaks here and there, but I don't know. I think the Miztourage gets involved in this one, and then at the next pay-per-view, maybe is it Survivor Series? The next Raw pay-per-view
The next
already?
Raw pay-per-view would be
Wow!
Survivor Series.
I think they're gonna give him the big win at Survivor Series in a match where the Miztourage can't get involved. Maybe we see a cage match, something like that. Jason Jordan's daddy was pretty good at cage matches in his day, so.
You're 100% right about that. Moving on to the Cruiserweight Championship, Neville taking on Enzo Amore. This one I think has been built really, really well, Matt. Who's your pick?
I think it's going to be Enzo. He's got a lot of appeal, and he's got that. He's really the first carryover cruiserweight star that they're utilizing on Raw. He doesn't just mix it up with other cruiserweights. He's mixing it up with regular roster talent, I guess, middleweight talent, I guess you can call them. So I think they give him the title, and that allows them to push the cruiserweight title into the mainstream a little bit more.
This is a tough call for sure, but you know what? I am going to agree with you as well. I think that because Enzo has proven himself as a star to 205 Live, ratings have been up, people have been talking more with him on the show. I think it'll do them some good to have Enzo take the belt and then have Neville chase it for a little bit as well. I kind of wish this was a triple threat match. I would have liked to see Tozawa involved a little bit more.
It is weird that they don't have him in this match.
But I get it. They want to push Enzo as the big baby face, and he is, so it's good for him.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Finn Balor taking on Bray Wyatt. The, as Jeff DeHaan put it, rubber match between the two of them. This feud has had the potential to be something really special, and instead it's felt just flat to me.
Yeah.
It's
like Papa Shango versus Ultimate Warrior all over again.
Oh, no,
actually, no, reverse. The matches are probably going to be good. It's the build-up that isn't so good.
It's really disappointing to see that there hasn't been a whole lot of heat for this. No one really seems to care. And I don't know if that's because of the way the WWE has handled their characters, or if it's just because they don't really know what they're doing with these guys. I definitely feel that way, and that's another reason why I feel Finn Balor is going to win, because I feel like they know they have something with Finn Balor, because they do. There's no way you can't see the guy watch his entrance, see that reaction from people, and not believe that there is something there, but they just don't know what to do with him. And that's why I think they're going to give him the win to say, well, we want to keep him strong for when we do know what we want to do with him. And as we know, Bray Wyatt's kind of Teflon. He can just lose and lose and lose, and it doesn't matter. He's still over. So, and that's, hey, don't get me wrong, it's a good quality to have.
No, I know. And isn't it crazy that these guys were both former Universal/W champions? Less than, or over a year ago now, but it's crazy. It's crazy. Probably Balor. This is probably the first Wyatt feud that I'm just so meh about. Like, it just, I don't know. So, I know.
Okay.
I'll be okay.
Let's talk about the ladies of Raw. The women's champion Alexa Bliss defending her title against 4 different challengers: Sasha Banks, Bayley, Nia Jax, and Emma. Matt, give us your thoughts on this and your pick.
I feel like I've seen this match 100 times already.
Yeah. It's getting a little repetitive.
I guess Alexa keeps it. I don't know. It's just, it's too much. You're too much.
It's too much, man.
Alexa, and I like some of the storylines. I just don't get why it has to be all mushed together. We could have had Bayley coming back against Nia Jax one-on-one. We could have had Alexa Bliss maybe start to do a face turn and going up against Emma. But then it's like, why leave Sasha Banks off the card? You can't get everybody on every time. So, I don't know. I think Alexa wins because...
Reasons.
Yes, reasons.
I agree. I think Alexa Bliss wins as well. And I agree that I think that the multi-woman booking it does feel lazy. There's no real reason to have all of those women in the match other than we know that you like the women's division, so we're just going to put all of them together.
Throwing them at you.
So yeah, I agree. It's a little bit of a convoluted mess. The one positive I will take from it is that Emma is on a pay-per-view.
That's right.
Man, it's about time. So.
Yeah, and maybe they feel like she can't hold her own in a singles competition yet, so that's why they have to throw everybody else in. I don't know. Even though she would, her and Paige put on some great matches in the past. So.
Speaking of Paige, it's going to get even more crowded. She's coming back. Asuka's going to be added to the Raw Women's roster.
Why Raw?
I don't know.
SmackDown only has...
That's a conversation for a whole other time we can talk about. But we're both picking Alexa Bliss. Let's talk about the tag team division. 2/3, as they're called by Jeff DeHaan and the Go host, but he refuses to call them the Shield. Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose defending their Raw Championship against The Bar, Cesaro, and shit. Wow, what was that? I don't know what that was, but there it is. So wait a minute. So we have the Shield,
boom,
against The Bar,
boom,
here on.
And then Anderson and Gallows are just here.
Why isn't Anderson and Gallows a part of this match?
Why isn't the Hardys a part of this match?
See, and isn't this hilarious that we're like, these multi-man matches.
No, it's
terrible.
not even that. It's just, why aren't Gallows and Anderson and the Hardys doing something else?
Like another match or something. Yeah, I mean, I agree. But honestly, I thought with the way that they've been interacting, we were building towards a triple threat tag match, which I would have been in favor of. It made sense.
See, no, I like that it's just one-on-one. It's fine. But it's just, everybody's involved, but now it's just these two.
Everybody fight.
Everybody fight. Okay, now only you guys fight. It's backwards.
My pick is Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. I think they will retain here. They're over as a tag team, and it gives them something to do. Because
two other guys who used to be WWE champions
that they don't know what to do with. It feels like they want Seth Rollins to be one of their guys, like the top guy, but there's just something that's holding him back, very much like a Finn Balor. And it works. Like Dean Ambrose, I mean, he's lost steam. I love these two as a tag team. I will gladly take a strong tag team over 2 weak singles pushes any day. And if it's giving us matches like we've been getting from them and the Bar and the Club and the Hardys, I'm all for it. So I say Rollins and Ambrose retain and continue their awesome run with the belts. What do you say, Matt?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Right.
I like Cesaro and Sheamus chasing for the titles, because they're over as heels and they're putting on some good promo work. So.
God, they have the best work of their careers, as far as I'm concerned. See, everybody out there a few years ago who's like, Cesaro's got to be main event. He's a main eventer.
No,
he's a tag team guy.
This is a very good role for him.
Cesaro is a tag team guy, and he's great at what he does. Just let him be a great tag team wrestler.
Yeah.
All right, there's my rant on that. I've got off the rails for it. Now we get to our first of 2 main events, Matt.
See?
John Cena versus Roman Reigns, the big dog versus, I don't know, he's not the face that runs the place, that's AJ Styles. What would we call him? What's John Cena? Leader of the C Nation, we'll say. Mr. Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect himself.
16 times.
16 times.
16 times. 16 times. Okay, we won't. Okay.
Who you got in this one?
I don't know.
This clash of icons.
I don't know. Apparently, both these guys are giant losers. So
yeah, well,
you know.
What do you say about
the internet wrestling community is
eating it up?
And
they love it,
and they're going to hate it no matter who wins, right?
You're absolutely right. 100%.
So I'm gonna say double count out.
Just to add to the hatred.
Roman Reigns is going to spear John Cena through. He's going to pick up the table and lean it against the guardrail, spear him through it, and then they're both counted out.
I am going to go with a clean finish. I think Roman Reigns wins. I think that this is the first chapter in a much bigger story between these two guys. Hopefully one that doesn't involve taking little pot shots that only half the audience is going to understand. But I think that's where we're going. I think Roman Reigns is going to win, possibly by nefarious means, as a way for John Cena to come back and say, you beat me, but you didn't do it with any honor, buddy, so you can't even call that a win. And then if I were booking, allow me to put on my booker cap.
There it is.
If I was booking, thank you very much, I would have them team up at Survivor Series, put them on the same team against Team SmackDown, build that a little bit more.
Sure.
Maybe give them a gimmick at TLC to go after each other with. Keep this thing going. Like, I mean, maybe have John Cena eliminate Roman Reigns at the Rumble.
Yeah.
It's called storytelling, people. Build it, you know. But
you know what's gonna be funny? If Reigns wins, the reaction is gonna be, oh, WWE tried to get him over with Lesnar, it didn't work. They tried to get him over Triple H, it didn't work. They tried to get him over The Undertaker, and now they're trying to get him over with Cena. It's not working. I don't know. Aside from the shoot promos, I think Roman's had a very good year and a half.
Roman Reigns is not the problem. We've said this 100 times. It's the fact that Vince is booking him as an underdog, which is the way he always books his top baby faces.
Yeah.
And he's not. He's a wrecking machine, and he should be booked as such. Thankfully, Roman is kind of taking this by the reins, so to speak, and saying, you know what? I'm not a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. I'm the first shades of gray wrestler, and I think it's working for him. So I hope they go with that. And now the other half of our main event, Brock. Wait a minute. I'll do the one guy. You do the other guy. So it's the undisputed, undefeated, reigning, defending WWE Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar versus
Run! He's a one. You can just.
This is maybe the toughest match to call because on the one hand, you have a mega star in waiting in Braun Strowman. The guy is over like Rover. He could become a mega star. He could be the next big thing.
That's right.
For WWE, but there's a question of, do you do it now? Do you build on it? Do you wait? I say they're going to wait. I say that Brock Lesnar retains. It seems that the story of this last year has been Brock's going to lose. No, he isn't. Brock Lesnar continues to defy the odds. Every time he's on pay-per-view, fans seem to think that this is it. He's got to drop the title here, and he doesn't. And there's no better way to build up a heel or at least a monster that needs to be slayed by someone come April. Now, who that will be, that remains to be seen. But there's nothing saying it can't be Braun Strowman then. Perhaps Braun Strowman doesn't win here. He's not quite good enough, or maybe there's interference, something. And Brock Lesnar says, nope, you're not getting another shot. I beat you. You go to the back of the line. So then you build.
And then you gotta build him up
till the Royal Rumble.
The Royal Rumble. Yeah, I see that.
Wouldn't it be pretty cool to have Braun just destroy everybody in the Royal Rumble and say, Brock, it's you and me at WrestleMania.
It's funny to me that they want these mega matches on these B-card pay-per-views, but then they don't want to give the A+ finish. We'll see.
It doesn't necessarily.
I am just
going
to
A+ finish. It's just a matter of, again, that first chapter in the larger story.
Sure.
Braun Strowman can lose clean to Brock tonight, and it still could just be the beginning.
Kind of like with Samoa Joe, right? And if he wasn't hurt, I think he'd probably still be part of the picture right now.
This is something that I feel like is not done enough, which is that guys don't necessarily need a convoluted excuse for losing. If John Cena lost to Roman Reigns tonight, it doesn't have to be because Roman cheated. That's just the way that I would book it for story purposes. But it could be something as simple as, maybe I'm just older now. Maybe I'm not, and I'm not saying I can't beat Roman, but tonight, he was the better man. There used to be this feeling of, on any given night, one guy could beat the
Anything can happen in the WWE.
That's what I'm saying, right? And so, but if you feel this need to have a convoluted finish to protect the guy, I'll give you a perfect example. I know I'm going off the rails on this, but if I don't address it, I'll explode. You know how I am. SummerSlam a few years ago was Roman Reigns versus Randy Orton, and everyone was like, Roman's got to go over. Roman has to win. And I was of the opinion that he should not win, that Randy Orton should win, because it was 2014. Randy had a really terrible year, and he needed a big victory. And when everyone was like, that's stupid, I said, how is it stupid? Roman Reigns just broke up with the Shield in April. He's a new singles guy. Why does he need an excuse to lose other than he's inexperienced as a singles guy? He spent the last year with two other guys watching his back, and he's in there against a former champion, one of the best. Why can't that be the reason that on this night, Randy Orton was better, but down the line somewhere, Roman will get better, he will learn, and become, like in real sports. Imagine that.
So basically just replace Roman with Braun, and there you have your story.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying I'd love to just see Braun take it tonight.
Fair enough. Listen, there's no problem with voting with your heart, and that's what Matt Strukum is doing. So we're split on that particular main event.
We're split on a lot of these matches, actually.
So who's right? Let us know. Is it Adam or is it Matt? Tell us at the Wrasslun Show. Tweet us at Adam Conta and at Matthew Strukum. Enjoy the pay-per-view tonight, and until next week, you know what to do. Watch, share, subscribe.